Hello everybody, welcome to another video of the Macca Football channel, the football channel that gives you daily content straight to your screens. And of course, back with the absolute legend, it's my dad. And yeah, Macca Dad, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Well, if we're talking Premier League, I'm feeling very good.
Yeah.
We won't talk about Champions League.
Yeah, we definitely will not talk about Champions League. But today we will be actually predicting every single game of Game Week 5, I believe. Obviously, this is a series, and yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now on to our first game of the video, and it is Newcastle playing at home against Leeds. Now of course, Newcastle, they just lost 4-1 to United, obviously in the Premier League, but then again, were they really ever going to win it? You know, St. Maximum looks good on form and is turning out to be a bit of a bargain on FPL.
I think Newcastle played better though than what the score lines over the last few weeks, because I've watched a couple of Newcastle games live, and I think actually they're a better team than the results that they're getting.
I mean, on the counter-attack, they do look deadly. It's just about finishing those chances. You know, who's in the box? Wilson, St. Maximum? I don't know. So, hopefully, against a great side like Leeds, they're going to have to be finishing their chances. But speaking of defensively, and for Leeds, their actual defender, Strukic, basically broke Harvey Elliott's bone. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think it was a dislocation or a break.
Oh, it's dislocation.
It was a dislocation of the ankle, but yeah.
It looked so bad. I feel so bad for Harvey Elliott. So obviously Strukic could be a big miss because he's obviously got the red card and he's out for 3 games. But what is your prediction?
This is a hard one because I don't think Leeds have been playing very well, and when you're letting goals in and you're playing an open game, I actually think Newcastle will get this one. It's at home. So I'm going 2-1.
Everyone knows Macca Football, he loves to go for surprises, and I said 2-1 to Newcastle as well. So yeah, we're both saying 2-1 to Newcastle. So I hope you don't get it, but then again I hope I get it. So hopefully we get the score right. Now on to our second game of the video, and it is Wolves playing at home against Brentford. And Wolves, it seems like they've been playing really well this year, and defensively they've only conceded 1 goal against sides like United, Spurs and Leicester, so that's great for them.
But, I think Wolves will go on a run now. I think Brentford are in for a bit of a shock here.
Yeah. 2
goals and own goal for Wolves on the weekend.
Oh yeah.
But I think they'll start to score some goals now. They've got talent there. They'll get the confidence up. Playing at home, the fans will want to win. I think Wolves 3-0 on this one.
3-0. I mean, that is what you're saying. But for me, I actually agree with you. The fact that they're actually going to start getting a bit more goals. You know, last game, obviously, on the debut of Hwang. Let's just call him that. Hwang, and obviously we were talking about him. I don't know if you remember. That's the guy who played 18 games for Leipzig last season and scored 0 goals. So, but I mean, he did score. He did score. So maybe this is a loan move that could be quite good for Wolves. I've got him in my FPL squad. Brentford just lost to Brighton. You know, I think both attacks will be lacking in creativity to score a goal. So personally, I'm just going to say a boring 0-0. Now on to our third game of the video, and it is Burnley versus Arsenal. And I feel bad for saying this, you know, Arsenal fans, I mean, although I'm not a big fan of them, they don't deserve to hear this, but I think it's going to be a challenge for Arsenal. Because now, and well, more and more that I've been watching Burnley, I see how much of a struggle it is for teams to actually score against them.
I mean, I haven't seen Arsenal's game on the weekend.
Yeah.
But I've watched the other games. If they only scored 1 goal, I just wonder, is that enough against a Burnley team who play pretty well, even though they got 3 against them on the weekend? Arsenal can score against them, but I think Burnley are going to get some points here.
Really?
I think it's going to be 2-1 Burnley. That's a risk. Most likely to be a score draw. Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with 2-1 Burnley.
We saw Arsenal get the first goal, obviously, against Norwich. But as you said, is 1 enough? I don't think so. I mean, I actually did watch the game. And Aubameyang, he was missing all of his chances. And that was 1 out of so many. So they can't do that against Burnley. I'm saying Tarkowski and me to have absolutely great games. And it will actually be 1-0 to Burnley. Now on to Liverpool playing at home against Crystal Palace. And
game of the weekend, this one, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it actually could be quite good, Liverpool, obviously, they have high hopes, They've had such a great start. You could even say it's a perfect start. And, they should be hoping that they're absolutely going to batter Crystal Palace. But I don't think that it will be that easy. Of course, last season, Liverpool beat Palace 7-2, which was an absolute shocker. But Palace are on great form, winning 3-0 against Spurs, who, at the time, were first in the table. So that's a bit crazy, isn't it?
Well, I picked it. I picked Crystal Palace winning.
You did?
I don't think they'll win this one. If it was at Selhurst Park, I might pick them to win. But I think Liverpool will have the better this time, and they're wanting to challenge for the title this season.
Yeah.
So it's games like this where they need to win. I'm going to go 3-1.
I do think Salah will have an absolute great game, and I think it was an absolute steal that he's only got an 89 rating for the next FIFA. So yeah, I do think he'll potentially be a man of the match. I definitely think he'll get a couple goals, and I'm actually going to say the same score for you, although I think I was wrong to change my mind of Vieira so early, because he's doing a great job. Crystal Palace are 11th. I still think same score as what you said. Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1.
I think this will be a close game though.
Yeah.
If Palace can score some goals, then they'll push Liverpool.
Definitely.
But that's my worry, is getting the goals. Though we will see Edouard start.
Edouard is a great player, so potentially I could see him scoring for them. Yeah. Now on to Manchester City playing at home against Southampton, and in my opinion, I'm just going to say it, Gabriel Jesus. It's got his name written all over this. I don't know why. I just have an opinion that his name is written all over this game.
Yeah, my pick, if you're saying that, then I'm going to go Jesus to start on the bench.
Oh, lovely.
No, I'm joking. I think I agree with you. He's actually playing a little bit better. I think the confidence, given the fact he is the number one, it will help him. I can't see Southampton getting much from this. I don't think Man City are playing brilliantly, but good teams win when they're not doing so well. So this is a 2-0 for me.
2-0 to Manchester City. I mean, look, we are recording this before the Leipzig game. We need to actually say that. So no opinions from that game are going into our opinions for this game, but potentially the players could be pretty tired. The Manchester City players. I mean, squad depth is a really, really important thing. If you didn't check out my last video about how I looked if Manchester United could win the Champions League, I said squad depth. That's the most important thing. You need squad depth, otherwise you can't juggle between different competitions, and I believe Manchester City have that. So I don't think depth will be a big problem. I think Mahrez will play great. I think Diaz will have a pretty good game. Obviously, I said Jesus has his name written all over this. What a great game he'll have, I'm telling you right now. And I'm saying actually Armstrong to score as well, and Livramento to have a great game. But the defence will let the Saints down once again. 4-1 to Manchester City. Now on to Norwich playing at home versus Watford. Both sides did get promoted from the Championship, and I think this will be a game to look out for.
This one's a really difficult one to pick.
Yeah, I know. I really don't. I just don't know who to pick, to be honest.
Without knowing the teams, I think this one you really need to know who they've picked in the actual starting 11.
Yeah.
I still, for me, Norwich, Pukki's a weak point, and I know I've mentioned him before. I just think he's just not proven himself other than the first 6 or 7 games a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He's just not able to score in the Premier League, and if he's up front and they don't use the other strikers, I can see Watford winning this. I think they're more dangerous.
Now, I hate Norwich for being a yo-yo club, but as you said, they do need class players to win this, and I think they do. Rashishka, Gilmore, Williams, Kabak, they've all brought in this season, and I think they'll be great additions to the squad. I'm really excited to see how these teams line up, and for me, I'm just saying a crazy 3-3 win with the Sabres. I don't really expect these type of teams to score a lot, but I just think going against each other, they're sort of in the same category of how good they are, and I think it could be just a crazy match.
Yeah, I think this game's come too soon for Norwich. I don't think their players have gelled yet. I would love to go Watford 3, Norwich 2. I think I'll stick with that, but I've just got a feeling it's going to be 2-2.
I mean, Watford, they won against Villa, so who's saying they can't win against Norwich? Now on to Aston Villa playing at home against Everton. You know, Villa, they haven't really had the greatest of starts, you know, losing to Watford and Chelsea and then drawing to newly promoted Brentford. On the other hand, though, Rafa, he's proved me wrong. I mean, I need to apologise to Rafa Benitez. You said he'd actually be a perfect fit for the squad. I said he's way past his peak. And this is a stupid appointment with stupid transfers. But he's proven me wrong. So fair play to him. And yeah, he's had a dream start with the Toffees.
I mean, Rafa Benitez is a tactician as a coach. And he made a couple of changes and Everton just went into top gear last weekend, scored 3 quick goals and won the game. So this is a difficult one. Though Villa, to be honest, they weren't 3-0 losers against Chelsea. They definitely were in that game, but the scoreline, they're just struggling to score, and I don't know what they're going to do. And I don't think it is the Grealish factor. I just think some of their strikers are off form. I
mean, Ollie Watkins, he's back. And for me, I mean, I've just got to say, I mean, having players like Leon Bailey, you know, Watkins, Danny Ings, Buendia, all in the box to receive a ball, there's got to be a high percentage that they're going to knock it into the net. And that's why I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if it went to Villa. But then again, you know, Everton, they're a good side, but I mean, I'm going to go for a surprise. 3-2 Villa win.
Yeah, I'm going 2-2.
2-2, I mean, yeah. I just think that now Watkins is back, there's way more goals in the tank for them.
I mean, the key for Aston Villa, they didn't have Martinez in goal or Buendia because of the Argentine ban.
Now on to our third last game of the video, and I'm telling you now, after this game, you're not going to want to miss the last two. I haven't told my dad, but they're absolutely great games. But anyway, it's Brighton playing at home against Leicester. And with Brighton, let's just be honest, you don't know what you're going to get. With Leicester, everyone knows that they should be getting at least a point from this. Do you reckon that any of the Leicester strikers will have a day to remember? Do you reckon they'll be able to score?
It was hard. I mean, Man City, they only lost 1-0. But they're just struggling to score. Other than Vardy scoring a goal, he's pretty quiet for the rest of the game. But he has been the one that scored the goal when they needed it. Yeah. But that's it.
I mean,
where's Maddison? You know, what's happening to Barnes? Barnes is injured, I think, but...
Thank you. I mean, someone had to say it. Maddison, he's been quiet. What's happened for Jamie Vardy? What has happened to him? For the last 6 months, he's been hibernating. Daka hasn't really had that good of a start. I mean, he scored a goal in pre-season, but been quiet other than that. Iheanacho, been probably their best attacker. I mean, just going forward, running with the ball, stuff like that, being in the game. But he really hasn't bring that much goals to the table. So I think this is a game where Brighton need to be on point. If you're in a relegation race, you need those easy points. And that's why, I don't know why, I just think Brighton... I just think Brighton will win 1-0.
I think Brighton won the first 2 games of the season. Yeah. Can they do it again? Win 2 in a row? I don't think so. And I don't think Leicester will win this either. I think this is your bore 0-0 draw. And I don't think it's because Brighton won't try hard. I just think Leicester's defence are the thing that's keeping them with low scores. So 0-0.
Trossard scored the winning goal last time. He's going to score the winning goal again. Now on to our favourite game of the video. My dad's excited. It is West Ham United playing at home against Manchester United. And West Ham, obviously you already know about this. They are missing Antonio till the 27th of September. And he's been their main target man. I mean, 4 goals and 3 assists. That's mental. He's easily been the best player in the Premier League by a mile this season. And without him, they could really be in trouble. You know, of course, they have signed Ben Rama, you know, Jared Bowen. But Could they step into his shoes? I mean, 7 goal contributions in 4 games is crazy. Do you think they'll be able to get a goal against a team like United?
I think I said last week, if Antonio gets injured, which he isn't injured, he's suspended. But if he got injured, what would West Ham do? So it is going to be a problem for them. I think the lucky thing for United fans, because West Ham actually do mark well against us, is the fact we had that bad Champions League loss, which we don't want to. I don't think we're a team that now loses badly twice.
I can't remember the last time we've had 2 losses in a row. We always seem to bounce back, and we always seem to learn something. So this is really important, and I don't think this loss, looking over it, of course, we did lose to a crap Swiss side in Young Boys, 2-1. But then again, this is something that Ollie can learn about.
I think this will be a win. I think we'll win at 1-3. I do think West Ham will score.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of the focus has been on Ollie, but actually we had a red card, and also Lingard's back pass, which can happen to anyone, won them the game.
Yeah.
When Wan-Bissaka was on the field, we weren't playing well, but we were winning and controlling the game.
Yeah.
So it's not such a bad performance where you think, oh, the manager has no idea.
You've been rambling on.
I know, I ramble.
But this guy rambles so much. When I can't let him speak about United, otherwise we're going to be here for hours. But I think United, we have the depth going forward. That's why I think we're going to have a couple changes in the starting lineup. I think we'll win, again, I'm saying the same score as you. We've had a couple of the same scores this episode, which is a bit weird, but I'm saying 3-1 to United as well. Another Greenwood goal, of course. His just work rate's crazy. Spurs versus Chelsea. Obviously, Spurs are playing at home, and, well, Spurs just lost to a mid-table side 3-0, whilst Chelsea is showing the league who's boss. I mean, I'm not saying this can't go Spurs' way, but I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
Let me ask you, is Son playing this week?
I have no clue, but I've actually put in my notes.
Because it will make a difference.
Yeah, I put in my notes, Kane, it seems like for the last 2 weeks, he's been non-existent. Son, he's been saving them continuously. I mean, my dad was saying last time how they keep on winning 1-0, so they need to be on their A game. Kane needs to be on his A game. Son needs to be on his A game. Because you look at Chelsea, you don't see Havertz, you don't see Lukaku having bad games. Alright, you just don't. So I think Nuno is going to have to be a tactical genius to be able to get at least a point away from this. And that's why I'm saying, the Chelsea squad, they can't be broken down easily. And I think it's going to get them. I think it's going to get Spurs. 4-1 to Chelsea with Lukaku and Havertz goals. I
don't think Chelsea will be able to score 4 goals.
Yeah.
I think it'll be 2-0.
2-0, I mean,
if Son plays, Tottenham will score.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then click on my channel. Just look at the videos I'm making, and if you like the look of them, go ahead and subscribe. I'm a new channel. We'd love the support. Do it for Macadad. He's an absolute legend. Does a lot for me. Does a lot for the family. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. It's been your boy Macca and Macadad, and peace.